Hello malt mates, welcome to The Whisky Bothy, which is currently halfway through the summer season, heading towards early autumn, because it's that time of year. And I take the opportunity towards the end of summer, while it's still warm and while it's still sunny, to have a short season on rums. This is the rum I'm reviewing for you, although I'm mainly a whisky review channel. But anyway, welcome to review number 1142. I'm going to review a Jamaican single rum from a distillery called Long Pond in Trelawney in Jamaica. And it's very, very good quality, which is specifically why I'm reviewing it. And this channel being a whisky review channel, particularly Scotch whisky, I'm sipping the liquor, I'm not mixing it, I'm not cutting it, except to add a little bit of water, clean fresh water, to open it up and enhance the sipping and savouring experience. When it comes to rum, there's a lot of options out there because rum is simply the most geographically diverse produced spirit in the world, and a lot of it is made. Much of it is done by large corporations, including Bacardi and Captain Morgan brand from Diageo. And you'll find them all stacked up in the supermarkets where, in my opinion, and it's just my opinion, if you're looking for a mixing rum, you've got it. What's the point in paying a premium if you're just looking for a bottle of alcoholic Sugar Alley water, which is sugar flavoured water? The big brands are there to keep you content. They're not about flavour, they're about brand. However, when you make more use of the internet for inquiry, exploration and discovery, you will find that in the specialist shops, some of them in the high street, some of them online, you will find these usually a bit more expensive. But the actual calibre of not just flavour, but smell, sensation, delivery, and the level of post-consumption satisfaction is on a whole different level, which justifies the premium to a certain extent. And this is why I'm reviewing in my third and final rum review on this short summer season. I'm reviewing Long Pond, an independent bottling. I would not be reviewing official bottlings of Long Pond rum for you, because I've got absolutely no time for the company who owns the distillery. I think, in my opinion, their whole corporate attitude is very, very wrong. However, when an independent bottler who is conscientious and knows the market takes hold of a single cask of high quality rum, nurtures it, invests in it, develops it, and then bottles and sells it, then I am interested. And that's what we've got here. 15-year-old single cask. This is cask number 73. Distilled in 2007, bottled in 2022. Long Pond Distillery is a low ester yielding rum. Many of us, when we're looking at Jamaica, we're looking for that big, clunky, funky glue note, because that's what Jamaica's increasingly associated through brands like Hamden, for example, very good illustrative brand. Their presentation is very good, but they give you that very high ester rum experience. And it's just like the equivalent of heavily peated Scotch single malt whisky, like Ardbeg, like Laphroaig. What you get is you get a certain type of experience, which isn't really about the collective complexity of the product. It's about that certain intense hit of a particular sensation or flavour profile. Here at Long Pond, you're getting something which is much, much more ester restrained. And as soon as you know it, you'll spot it. The nose is sweet and sour. Most rum is sweet because it's made from an extract or a form of sugar. Simple as that. It is in its nature. However, when it's done properly without the addition of too much in the way of sugarcane sweetener, which is the usual way they do it. Although if a rum producer wants to add aspartame and sucralose into their product, they are absolutely welcome to do it because there is no global standard. None at all, which is why the buyer, you and I, need to beware and we need to take care. We really need to speak to the rumsters, do our background checks and be very careful what we buy. Otherwise, we're going to be very disappointed. There's nothing disappointing in this nose. It's 100% tropically matured. It gives you some fascinating information and useful information on the back label of the bottle. There is a beautiful, and I'm not sure if you'll see this, but I'm going to hold the bottle very close. There is actually a cask flocking in that bottle. Can you see the slight haze down at the base? There's substantial flocking in here, which means that the rum has not been chill filtered, and this is very, very important for us sippers, because as we know, chill filtration diminishes flavour and destroys mouthfeel. That's what it's designed to do, to simplify the delivery of the experience to the majority of customers who are just bored people with bored palates looking to invest in another boring experience. Now, I have to add, that's just my opinion. Let's get back to this excellent rum. I recommend that if you buy a bottle of rum like this, go onto Google Maps and go and look at the location. Start at the distillery on Google Maps and then spread out to see the sugarcane fields that surround it. See the environment, look at the elevation of the environment. Is it an urban environment or a rural environment? You get a feel for the product when you're actually looking on location virtually. I also recommend you go onto YouTube and other video platforms and see just what people have recorded from visits to that distillery. Again, it helps to kind of flesh out and put form and texture onto understanding the experience that you're getting out the glass. First taste. Now this is high strength. This is the way it absolutely should be. This has been bottled at 56% alcohol, because with more alcohol you get more flavour, particularly when the flavour's good. Sweet, sour, sharp. The sharpness and a certain dose of wood sour really comes in immediately after the arrival, and it gives for a rather two-dimensional experience. It is when, simply because we have experience and common sense, that we take the alcohol down a bit, weaken the alcohol to release the flavour, more flavour and faster. That's 2 teaspoons, 10 millilitres. I know for many of you it's a lot of water, but I'm looking for the flavour before the alcoholic hit. Just a gentle roll around the glass. The symmetry is long lasting and substantial. Another indicator as to the fact that this has not been chill filtered. The legs on the inside of the glass are superb absolutely fantastic. Every signal I'm getting from the pour, post-pour, is very reassuring, and in tandem with the integrity of delivery of information on the label, which I do trust. Some other brands, I don't. But in this case, I do trust it, because I've chatted to the proprietor at a rum show in London, and that helps you to formulate your first impressions. It's fruitying up now, and also there's a little bit of low ester funk appearing. A certain soft, gentle, slightly yeasty, slightly molasses savoury note. And it's authentic, it's original. I was going to say authentic, but original is more on point. And it's absolutely delightful. This is the singularity being expressed of the single rum through a single cask bottling. And it's working exactly in the same way as it would as if it was an independent bottling of a whisky. Another taste. The experience is transforming already. The arrival is lengthened. The sweetness is softer, more gentle, more natural syrupy note. The sour and the bitter are more articulate and integrated with that sweetness. The arrival's lasting longer. It's going into a more sustained development, which is soft gingery, a little bit of, I would call it scorched cardamom, a little bit of background clove, and a peculiar and particular funk note, almost like there's a slight lactic note in there, like not sour cream but overripe cream, but it's integrated in with a slight putty or mineral oil note, almost a kind of industrial mineral oil like Castrol R, if you're into engines at all. And it's delightful. It's intense. It's sweet turning to savoury. It has an intrinsic complexity which just amplifies the expressiveness of it, and it's very good quality as a result of the delivery. 15 years, there's 15 tropical years. This has, I would suggest, been a lucky cask. In fact, I believe there's been a series of casks involved. A transfer of one cask to another cask. That's just the general impression I'm getting from the build-up of cask influence over a period of time that's appearing now in the rum. Particularly the wood sour note rather than wood bitter. The nose is getting more expressive, it's becoming a lot more interesting, it's getting this soft, almost fudgy funk note. Absolutely enchanting. This is for an experienced palate, and it doesn't matter what your palate's experienced of. Whiskey, bourbon, cognac, armagnac, tequila, probably more likely mezcal, or any other high-end spirit. Quality is quality, whatever the ingredient, whatever the location, and quality is always easy to recognise. And even better, this isn't a whiskey, so it's giving my palate a big rest and a big change from a whiskey moment, because I'm having a malternative moment. It's rum, my favourite go-to after Scotch whisky, and it's just delightful. This is one of these rums, as I was pouring glasses, I noticed it continued to change, shift and evolve over the space of an hour in the glass. Let me just remind you, people that consume a good quality whisky, rum, bourbon or anything, particularly high strength, in less than 45 minutes are missing half the experience. Period. Let's give this a mark. It's a rum mark. And a very good rum too. 88 out of 100. Hope you've enjoyed this review. I was about to say, hope you've enjoyed joining this review. I hope you have enjoyed this review. And if you want to pop back again for my next review, number 1142 Extras, I'll just be giving you some thoughts on where rum is going to from here. The future of rum over the next 10 years. I'm going to talk about that purely from my own personal perspective. So please, rumsters, rum producers, rum distillers, no need for lawyers' letters. Save them for a rainy day. Bye-bye.